Hey guys, and welcome back to the road to 1600. You are finding me playing as black today. We're still in like the mid 800s. We've had a rough couple of games over the last few games, so we're trying to dig ourselves out of a little bit of a hole here. Playing the Carl Khan as I like to when I play black. I don't really have a reason why I like to play the Carl Khan. I don't know a whole lot of openings for black, and I feel like I've only learned like a little bit of the theory for black when it comes to the Carl Khan. For example, when you see the advanced variation, you bring your bishop out because you want to develop this pyramid right here. So I bring the bishop out, and the game kind of progresses pretty normal over the first 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 moves. You know, he brings some pieces out, I bring some pieces out. I'm trying to play a little bit of like the London. I got my queen pawn out, I got my pyramid that I like to develop. Normally I'd like to get this knight out and plant a knight up here, but that's going to prove to be a little difficult with this pawn here. And that's something I'm going to have to work on. I might actually play around in a database later, try to figure out how to remove this pawn, or like get this one first and then go for this one. Not sure. But he brings his bishop out. I rock mine back. I figured if he takes me here, I'll take him back here and I'll open up this file for the knight, or for the rook, I'm sorry. So he castles, and this piece is now protected by 2 pieces, so I was feeling pretty good if he was to take me. I think I'd probably take with the knight so I can get the knight out a little bit, or maybe I would develop with the bishop and then put some pressure over here and then maybe develop my queen out here somewhere. Not sure, but that was kind of the plan. So I've seen this before. He comes in to pin my knight. Okay, he takes, I take back. Okay, and this is where the whole game kind of comes down to, right in these couple squares, like right here. So I decide to take. You know, I've got a little bit of an advantage when I take a look at the little meter over here on the left. He takes me back. Okay, I think we're still following theory for the most part. So I bring my bishop out unprotected, and this is where I'm gonna have to This is where I messed up. I figured, okay, if he moves this knight here, my bishop is unprotected. Yes, I could go take his bishop and then he could take me back. That would open up his F file. So let's reinforce this bishop. And I think I did it in probably the worst way after I developed this knight. So now he's putting pressure on my bishop. So I'm like, I need to defend my bishop. I probably should have brought this pawn up, because then if he takes here, I take back, and then I put pressure on this knight. It's probably what I should have done, but I moved my queen over, and that was a blunder. I blundered this piece right here. What the computer wanted me to do was rock the bishop back here. So I maintained that eyesight on this diagonal, but also moving my bishop out of trouble. And so that was a huge mistake on my part. And if you look on the little meter on the left, like, it just crushed me. So he comes in and takes a pawn. I take it back. And he comes in, swoops up the bishop just like he was going to. And here's where I botched this as well. You know, I gained back a little bit of momentum, but really not that much. I was thinking, okay, if I castle kingside, now I get the F file. So I was like, all right, let me castle, and I have to do a better job of seeing this. I have to do it. This is probably the biggest weakness I have right now, is walking straight into a knight fork. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. So he's pressuring my rook and my queen right now, and I have no way to take him. God, I just felt like an idiot when that happened. So I was like, let me just get a piece, and by moving my queen, because I have to move my queen. He takes my rook. I slide my other rook over to get involved. So I've lost, a rook, and he hasn't lost one of his rooks. So he's up on material, and I am just cowered in the corner over here. And he's got all the advantage right now. He's got this, he's got this, he's got this, he's got this. I mean, it's not looking good for me right now. And it was all because of that move into the corner. So He brings over, puts some pressure on my well, it is a protected knight, but barely. Hindsight 2020, maybe I shouldn't have moved my rook and I should have tried to advance a little bit, but this bishop becomes an absolute issue for me. So he brings in the queen in. You know, I'm expecting him to like run up here on this diagonal, or maybe he's gonna come down a little bit more and then come down, but I think that's what he's going for. So I'm like, all right, let's just build a little wall here. It's a very loosely protected wall. I mean, I built this out of like plywood and like matchsticks, but now the pressure's on. And if you look at my time here, now is when I start to panic. All right, let's just bring this out. Honestly, I don't know what to do. Like, all right, if you want to take me, fine, I'll take you back. Like, I really don't have a better solution than that, to just blocking. So obviously, you just remove the blocker. And so it took me 2 minutes to come up with this move right here. And this was just I have nothing. You look at the bar, like, I have nothing. I don't know what to do. Everything is bad right now. Take. I don't know. I'm like, I don't want... My king is trapped. I need to get my king out of here, but I don't know how to do it and like get out unscathed. So everything is just bad right now. And I've pretty much accepted defeat at this point. So I'm like just waiting for it to happen. So check, come down, game. It was all on the, let me see. It was this move right here. This was my blunder coming across, and I gave up all that space over there. So, and I walked into another knight fork, so I'm gonna have to do better with that. So if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe as we continue to grow, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks.